Hey, Chris, we talked to Brian Hartline like a week ago, and he said that reps are going to be up for you guys because you're playing fewer games, so it's not really that much. It's not a heavy workload. But how is it? How has it been when you're playing so many snaps through the course of a season now? Or is it wearing on you yet, or were you ready for this?
No, not at all. I was ready for this. I wanted this this year, so I wanted to take a lot of snaps, take a lot of reps this year, and try to be the best for my team. So it's just about getting a lot of treatment, getting a lot of the treatment in the training room, and just trying to take care of my body. So I feel like I feel 100%. I feel good.
All righty, we'll go next to Austin Ward, letterman row. Austin.
Chris, I'm going to take a wild guess that you guys are still very confident in Justin. How have you seen him respond since Saturday, or what has he said to you guys about at least those couple interceptions?
Of course, we got 100% confidence in Justin. It's just a bump in the road. Everybody has games like that, but at the end of the day, we won the game, and we're ready to move on to next week. So,
thanks, Chris.
All righty, we'll go next to Brendan Bulick from Buckeyes Now on SI. Brendan.
Hey, Chris, happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Hey, so a lot of attention's been paid here this week and in the last couple of days about all of the pressure and the blitzes and the interceptions and things like that. But I had read that this is the first time in Ohio State history that a quarterback threw for 300 yards, a running back ran for at least 100, and then a wide receiver had at least 150. You guys scored 5 offensive touchdowns. You had 600 yards of offense despite all of that chaos. Can you just maybe enlighten us a little bit about the level of pride that you guys take in thriving under, chaotic conditions out on the field like that?
It was just an uncomfortable situation. They were just sending a lot of pressure. We had 3 turnovers, which is real unexpected. So we just had to react to it, and I feel like we reacted to it good. I mean, you said we had 600 yards. I feel like it was a well game on offense end. We just got to clean up the sacks and the interceptions, and we would have had a good game. So.
All righty, we'll go next to Bill Rabinowitz from the Columbus Dispatch. Bill.
Yeah, Austin kind of asked my question about Justin, but has he said anything to you guys? Do you sense any kind of reaction from him? I mean, he did throw for 300 yards and touchdowns, but do you sense any kind of reaction from Justin this week?
Not at all. I mean, Justin's the hardest critic on himself, so we all know he's gonna bounce back. He has the highest standards for himself, so we're not worried at all about him. We just got to keep getting better this week and perform on Saturday.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
All righty. Next up, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch. Joey.
Chris, just to follow up on the last question about Justin, but he hasn't had a lot of games like this where he's come across or he's had to deal with any interceptions, and he's always been a pretty aggressive quarterback. Do you expect that this will affect him in any way, or just he'll kind of be the same guy being aggressive?
Yeah, he's going to be the same. Just had a couple of mistakes on a couple of plays, but he's going to bounce back better than ever, and hope you guys believe that too.
All righty, we'll go next to Patrick Murphy, 247. Patrick?
Chris, Ryan talked about being Thanksgiving week and what you guys have sacrificed this year. Guys aren't seeing their families that might – obviously from California, I know that's not a trip that you necessarily would make back on a regular year, but just how tough is it for guys this year knowing, hey, we're really careful about not seeing family and it being Thanksgiving and whatnot?
It's tough. It's real tough. Thanksgiving is for the family. It's a family holiday, so but not having a family around, so it's a sacrifice we have to make for the next couple of months. So not seeing family is tough, especially for me, being all the way from Cali, not having family at the game. But like I said, it's a sacrifice we have to make, and we're all comfortable making it. So.
And it sounds like you guys are doing something as a team. Is that correct?
That's what I heard. I don't know yet officially.
Okay.
All righty. Tim May, Letterman Row. Tim?
Yeah, two quickies, Chris. Number one, what is it like being part of a tandem receiving group like you and Garrett are? I think y'all combined for 15 or 16 catches again last week. And have you noticed it's changed a little bit the way teams like play you? You know what I mean? Knowing there are two big time threats on the field from the wide receiver spots, and of course you got the tight ends and the other wide receivers. But just what have you noticed? It's a little bit different maybe this year than last, and maybe there isn't any. Go ahead.
I noticed we're not really getting a lot of man. We rarely got man against Indiana. A lot of zone blitz, a lot of zone. So I mean, in the back end, it's we just gotta find our spots and get our eyes to the quarterback and zone coverages. But I feel like we're just building and we just keep getting better week in and week out. So we just got to keep building on that, and we got some big games coming up. So we just got to keep getting better.
Based on your record and results, I'm talking about you personally and your ability to catch the ball, et cetera. You could be in any other realm classified as a prima donna wide receiver, yet you have this verve about you when it comes to playing special teams on punt coverage and stuff. Where does that come from, that when you're on the field, that 100% effort every play? Where do you trace that back to?
That's just how I was raised. I feel like when I first got here, I had older guys in the room to show me the way. Terry McLaurin and Ferris Campbell, Johnny Dixon. So they set that example, and I just followed it. Now I'm here in my third year as the old guy, and I want to pass that down to the younger guys. So
appreciate it, man.
Chris, Spencer Holbrook from Leonard Monroe. Spencer.
Chris, it seemed like you were open a little more in the first half than you were in the second half, and then Indiana tried to do some different things, maybe bracket you a little bit. Is there any adjustments you can make when teams do decide to bracket you or throw another guy over the top? Is there any adjustments you can try and make to help Justin out?
When I'm getting bracketed, I just got to beat the defender that's taking away my route. I feel like the bracket doesn't really matter. Just whoever is taking away my route, wherever direction I'm going. So, but when they bracket me, that opens up things for other guys. So, as long as they're winning, I don't really care about stats. But as long as they're winning, I feel like I'm doing the best thing I can to make us win. So.
You and Garrett really didn't need any help in the offense getting open. It seems like you guys are pretty good at that, the way the running game was going. But now that the running game seems to be really hitting its stride, 6.7 yards a carry for one guy and 170 yards for another guy, how much does that help you guys just to be able to easily run the ball? Does that help you and Garrett a little more than you, because you didn't really need help, but does that help you guys at all?
It does, to be honest. I feel like it opens up the whole offense, but it keeps the defense on their toes at the same time. It's either going to put one more guy in the box and probably man a step on the outside, or they're going to leave that guy out the box, and we can just keep running and keep building the running stats and just keep driving. As long as we're driving the ball down the field and scoring, that's all that matters. So we don't really care who gets the ball or who scores. We just want to put points on the board and keep winning.
Hey, Chris, if I can sneak just one more real quick one in. I want to ask you about Julian's play after that third interception when he went back in and stripped it and got the ball back. It's a play that conjured up some memories for Ohio State fans of Maurice Clarett back in the national championship game. Mm-hmm. You've talked about wanting to mentor some of these younger guys. Can you tell us maybe a little bit about what the conversation was like, if you said anything to him at all after he made that play?
That's a huge play of the game. And, Julian's a big-time player, so big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. So Julian's a guy that I trust a lot, and I want to see him ball. So making a play like that in a game like that is huge, and that's what he did. So
thanks, man.
All righty, Chris. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.